Camille Vasquez, a lawyer for Johnny Depp, will represent Gloria Trevi in a case involving sexual assault. Gloria Trevi will be represented in the sexual abuse lawsuit brought against her last year by Johnny Depp's attorney, Camille Vasquez. In his defamation case against his ex-wife Amber Heard last year, the Pirates of the Caribbean actor was famously represented by Vasquez. As you are probably aware, Depp won the case, collecting $15 million in damages. During the trial, California-based attorney Vasquez gained notoriety and, following the decisive victory, was made a partner at her firm. The lawyer is now making use of her authority to take on matters that she believes in, such as the lawsuit filed against Trevi. Analyzing the child abuse lawsuit Gloria Trevi was accused of in December 2022. On December 31, 2022, two female plaintiffs in the United States accused Trevi of abusing children. Sergio Andrade, the singer's producer, is also named in the victim's case, which claims that they exploited their status and power to coerce sexual contact with the victims. The complaint also names an additional, unnamed defendant. As per the suit, the victims were 13 and 15 years old at the time of the alleged assault. The plaintiffs, who aspired to work in music, accuse Andrade of multiple rapes, whippings, beatings, and food deprivation. Meanwhile, they allege Trevi would manipulate them to stay, effectively enabling Andrade. According to one accuser, Trevi once told her to do whatever is necessary, whatever asks. Still, the Pilo Suelto singer has denied the accusations, writing on Instagram that she was a victim of physical and sexual abuse herself. She described herself as a survivor against Andrade. "I won't stay quiet while they unjustly accuse me of crimes I did not commit." It's important to note that Trevi and Andrade were previously accused of corruption of minors in the late 90s and were arrested in Brazil in January 2000. The singer spent 4 years in a Chihuahua prison before her acquittal in 2004. Andrade spent 4 years awaiting trial and only an additional year in prison. Vasquez sat down with Newsweek on her decision to defend Trevi in the case, explaining the singer was actually a victim. The lawyer told the outlet, "You're dealing with a young woman who was abused, kidnapped, sexually assaulted for years as a minor herself, and controlled by this man, as were the other victims, including the plaintiffs. Gloria Trevi was a minor of when she met Sergio Andrade," she said, citing how Trevi was 14 years old when the abuse began. Vasquez explained that Trevi is heartbroken and devastated about the revival of the case. Meanwhile, the lawyer feels just as emotional for her. "My heart breaks for her every time she talks about this." As the lawyer put it, the lawsuit is repeating that pattern of reliving those stories, those horrific stories of abuse. Still, she called Trevi resilient and strong, and determined to put an end to this. About her decision to take on the case, Vasquez told Newsweek she feels very strongly about representing her. She explained, "It's important for me to be able to represent people that I believe in, and whose stories need to be told." Vasquez is unwavering in her commitment to upholding Trevi's innocence and disclosing the truth, from Gloria's own mouth, and these other victims. She remains committed to seeing that all the alleged abuse victims of Andrade receive justice. They are the victims of a single individual who is a true monster and the true antagonist in the story.